Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias. This morning, it's a little bit past the time I would normally start watching a movie, but I had something to do today. I actually got up and had something to do at 3:30. So, anyway, with that being said, now I'm going to sit here and watch a movie. I'm watching A Christmas Story, one of my old-time favorites from when I was a little girl. I used to sit and watch this during Christmas time, and it really put me in the Christmas spirit. So I decided why not. This one is what I consider a oldie but a goodie. You know? Okay, I'm starting from the very beginning. So the it's something different about this movie because he narrates through the whole movie, and I think that's what give it such a different feel. Um, he's retelling his childhood Christmas, but is showing it as he tells it. I hope I'm saying that right. But anyway, that's what makes it so funny with his extra like narrating and some of the things he would say. You you understand how it felt coming from him, but you're looking at it as he tells it, so it like adds an extra little funny to it. It's so many different parts of this movie that are unique to this story. So if you come from this era and you watch this movie growing up, if you see or hear certain things, you automatically think A Christmas Story. So right now at the beginning of the movie, he's window shopping basically with his friends, and they're pointing out the things that they want for Christmas, the things that they like, that they just gotta have, and uh, they see the train. That used to be a big thing when I was little, like to get a train set for Christmas. To get one of those train sets that you could actually add pieces to it as you go. You could add the shops. You could add the actual station. You just add different things as you go. You add the people, and it was just a big thing to collect all the pieces. But this was actually the time period is actually before my time, but I still remember some of these things. And he wanted him a BB gun so bad. So while he's window shopping with his friends, they're looking at things like the airplanes and the trains and stuff like that. He wants him a BB gun. I remember those days right before Christmas. You be dreaming about what you want, and if you see the picture, you try to clip the picture out and you try to put it on your list. Good morning. I don't know where you're at, but it's morning here, so good morning. I turned the comments on this time, so thank you for speaking. I'm up watching The Christmas Story. It's one of my good old time favorites. As a kid, I used to watch this every year. It was like it was like a part of Christmas to watch A Christmas Story and Charlie Brown. It was just something that we did. Now he's now he's in his parents' room, like adding the BB gun into his dad's magazine and his parents' magazine. Now this was back in When I was growing up, we didn't watch couples in the bed together and showing affection or nothing like that. So when he goes into his parents' room, one of the things you would notice is they have twin beds. They have separate beds. Just like on the show I Love Lucy, um, they never showed them in a bed together. That was like unheard of to see on TV and movies. But that's one of the things you'll notice about A Christmas Story is when he goes into his parents' room, they have twin beds. They did not share a bed. So people who came up after my generation, they probably would be like, "What? Why would you be in separate beds or why would you be in twin beds?" But that's just something that they did not show on TV. And like I said, this time period that he was in was actually before my time, but some of the things that he say and do, some of the things that are in here, I actually remember as a kid. He trying to find a way to tell his parents that he want to be vegan. If y'all have never watched the movie, The Christmas Story, uh, A Christmas Story, I'm sorry, uh, y'all might want to check out A Christmas Story. It's very nostalgic. It's very family friendly, but it is a good movie to sit back and watch if you have one of those days where you just kind of bored or whatever, or if you just want to get in the spirit, the Christmas spirit. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to my world. I was a little bit iffy as to if I should turn the chat on this time, but sometimes sometimes I like to sit up and watch movies and just chit chat while I'm watching the movie, talk about the movie. I love movies, especially during this time of the year when it starts to get cold and you're inside more. So this is one of my Christmas favorites. Is A Christmas Story. If y'all don't mind, give me a thumbs up real quick, please. Thumbs up, subscribe, welcome to the family. A quick little summary about what my channel is about. It's about a little bit of everything. I started out with gardening because that's my passion. That's what I love to do. That's what Odom's Homestead say. He said that's his passion. But if you're into watching lifestyle channels or channels that are just all over the place, you're gonna get a little bit of everything. That's me. So far here lately, I've been just tracking my health journey. I am a leukemia patient. I am a leukemia patient, and I've been keeping track of my leukemia journey on here lately. But every once in a while, you're gonna get me dancing. You're gonna get me cooking. You're gonna get me dancing. I mean, I said dancing twice. I guess I must really love dancing, huh? But yeah, you're gonna get a little bit of everything here. I started doing cleaning videos, but my vlogging camera went out. So now I just do everything from my phone. So I haven't done any cleaning videos in a long time. But as soon as I get back right, I'll be doing that also. I just do a little bit of everything, just a little bit of me. Okay, so now he done got to the point where he done started daydreaming about when he get his BB gun. And I'm not gonna tell the story. When I was young, I wanted a BB gun too. I knew exactly what kind of BB gun I wanted. I wanted the target that goes with it so I could practice shooting. It was just something back then, like to own a BB gun as a kid. It just made you feel cool, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, He's like imagining himself as a cowboy, with his BB gun. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm just, old country girl. I don't do that much. I don't do too much to get views. I don't try to overdo certain things to get views, but I just be myself. So this is one of the things that I like to do is sit and watch movies, you know what I'm saying? And talk about it. A little good chit chat never hurt nobody. And I just feel like it's something that is a part of me anyway. It's something that I do. So why not do what you love to do? I'm not gonna make up something. Like I see some people on here that do some crazy stuff for views, and I don't want to be that person. That's if that works for them, then okay. But oh, the daddy then came in the house and the furnace then went out. Back then, when stuff go out in the house, the daddy try to fix it because the money was low. So you can't just call up somebody every time something go wrong. It's in the middle of winter, right before Christmas, and their furnace goes out. So back then, that was like a big deal. He down there cussing and fussing. He wore a tapestry of profanity. The way this kid or the adult that's narrating as the kid, the way he worded certain things was just amazing to me. The way he would, um, the way he would describe how his dad cursed. They didn't show the dad cursing per se. They didn't actually you didn't hear him cursing, but the way he narrated was so beautifully put. He said he orchestrated profanity. So that was, I took note of how he worded certain things to give you a picture of what was really going on without actually saying it. And back then, oh my goodness, she put a snowsuit on her son, a skull cap, sweater, boots, scarf. The po' boy can't move. Y'all should check this movie out. This poor boy couldn't move his arms and he crying like, I can't move, I can't move. And she like, look, you gonna wear this stuff because she don't want the kids to get sick. The dad is still cussing and fussing about the furnace. I'm so glad y'all like hit that like button. I appreciate that. That's what's up. Even if y'all don't stay in here for the whole movie, it's just that's what's up. I'm not gonna stay on here long though today because since I got on here at a later time, I'm gonna have to start baby Cinco some breakfast. So now he's walking to school with his friends and everybody. When we used to walk to school with our friends, we talked about everything. We talked about what happened, at home, or we talk about whatever project is due at school. We talk about if we didn't do our homework. Did you do yours? What was number six? You got so walking to school with your friends was like it was a big deal when I was growing up. Now you can't really send your kids to walk to school because there's so much going on. It was a lot going on then too, but not as boldly as it is now. It's a thing now where it's people are bold with doing evil acts. Broad daylight. It used to be where if you out at night something may happen or whatever, but now broad daylight. They doing a prank on their teacher. Y'all should check out A Christmas Story so y'all can see what I see. And if you have a Fire Stick, and you're subscribed to TBS, it may be on for free. So check it out if you have TBS. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can rent it. And like I said, if you have a Fire Stick, I have a Fire Stick. So she have a drawer with all kind of little pranks and fake rats and fake teeth and everything they done tried to prank her with. So now they outside for recess. We had recess and PE every day. Nowadays they have cut the program, so kids these days they don't have PE every day. I don't know if that's for um, everywhere, but I know in the state where I live, now the kids have access to physical education maybe once or twice a week, and then the other days out of the week they may have art or they may have music or computer. They switch it up like that. But as far as having physical education every day, they don't do that the way they used to. We used to have to go outside at least 30 minutes every day, um, unless it was raining. That was the only, it didn't matter if it was freezing cold outside, hot. You went outside at least 30 minutes in the morning. And they're, they're daring their friend to lick the pole, the flag pole, in the freezing cold weather. Uh oh. Tongue got stuck to the flagpole, and then the bell ring, and his quote unquote friends who double triple dog dared him to put his tongue on the pole. When the bell ring, they all run. They all went to class. Come back, come back. Oh my goodness, I kind of miss those days. I really miss the days where it was, simplistic. We did certain things. We learned cursive, like she's writing in cursive on the chalkboard. We actually had a chalkboard. So if you got in trouble, you had to clean the chalkboard or you had to clean the erasers for the chalkboard. That was a form of discipline in the classroom. You didn't want to have to stay after school to clean the chalkboard or to clean the erasers if all your friends were able to go on home. So that was one of those punishments which you really didn't want. But those were the days when it was a little bit more simple. But now you have kids that, they might be like, screw that chalkboard, you don't tell me what to do. Like, but we just, it was things that was just different then. They had to call the they had to call the firemen and the police to try to help get the boy tongue off the pole. Now, let me tell y'all this is one thing about back then that is totally different from now. Now, this boy just went through this traumatic experience where he got stuck to the pole. His tongue got stuck to the pole. You think they sent him home? No. They got him from that pole and brought him right back in the classroom. See, that's another thing that's kind of different from today. Um, now if your child sneeze, you getting a phone call to come pick them up. Um, if your child skin their knee, you getting a phone call to pick them up and to sign an incident report. It's like it just wasn't like that when I was little. You had to go right back to class. They might fix you up, clean you up, take care of you. Yes, they took very good care of you if you hurt yourself or anything like that. But you got sent right back to class. Your parents may get a phone call to let them know that you did hurt yourself, but the parents was working. It was very important to work, you know. And back then, it was like you needed your education and the parents needed to work. Period. It wasn't an in between. That boy came and he had to sit right back down in that classroom with his tongue probably numb, probably tingling, and probably in pain. But that's the way it was back then. You get hurt on the playground or something happened to you, unless you broke a bone or something, you coming right back in that class. The nurse may fix you up, take good care. You might even take you to the lunchroom and give you a little something to eat after you get all cleaned up. But you will go back to that classroom. Now they sitting here in the classroom. She telling them they gonna have to write an essay about what they want for Christmas. And here he go daydreaming again about that BB gun. He know exactly what he want. Now they walking home from school and got to deal with bullies. I had to deal with bullies, and their bully was an older kid that was just picking on them because they were small. But see, when I was growing up, if there was one bully and there was like three or four of us, we didn't run. We'll be like three of us. We could take Shouty, and we would defend ourselves. Nova Hampton, hey girl, hey, how you been doing? How you been doing? I was in one of your lives and Nova, I'm sending you all the positive vibes. I heard everything. I heard everything and I was hurt. Okay? But you know that I'm always sending you positive vibes and love and that God keeps you in your perfect peace and he surround his loving arms around you. Okay, Nova? If you don't know nothing else, please know you got somebody over here that's praying for you and that's sending you positivity and light. Know that. Sometimes God put us through things so that we can see people's true colors, so that when we receive our blessing, we'll already know where their head is. So prepare for your blessing. Prepare for your blessing, baby. You gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. I know it could be better, but everything will be okay. Just keep speaking positive into yourself and, keep speaking positive on your name also. People fail to realize that sometimes you got to say your full name and say positive things behind it. Um, some people may call it affirmation, some people call it meditation, whatever you want to call it. Speak positive over your name, speak positive over yourself. Say your full name and speak positive. Say your full name. Say, I, Nova Hampton, I am smart, I am prosperous, I am strong mentally and physically. Speak positive over yourself and everything will be all right. No problem, no problem. His dad then came back excited. He got a telegram. He got a telegram. He's a winner. Yeah, speak positive over yourself. Speak positive over your name. Even if you got to hold your hand on your chest, speak positive over yourself. And that's for anybody who's in the chat right now. I want everybody to start speaking positive over themselves. We live in a world now where people are starting to show their true colors. They're starting to show you if they really don't like you, they don't like your spirit. It's something about you they don't like, and you know you haven't done anything to them. You know you tried to show love. Start speaking positive over yourself, because now the veil has been lifted and now we are able to see spirits through people's actions and sometimes through their eyes. So, everybody in the chat, I want y'all to start putting your hand on your chest and speaking positive over yourself. Say, I know I am of light. I know I am a good spirit. I know I am prosperous. I know I am strong, both mentally and physically. You got to start speaking over yourself, okay? That's for anybody who's in the chat. Please start speaking over yourself. You don't know who's praying against you or who's talking against you. But when you start speaking over yourself, you hold the key. But if you're not speaking positive over yourself, you open yourself up to all kind of negativity. Their words will not pierce if you have a shield of protection around you. The weapons form, but they won't prosper. So nowadays we have babies that won't eat certain foods, and it's like, oh, they have a sensory issue, or and it's true, because I have a son that didn't eat certain foods that had certain textures, and I got him some help. I took him to an autism center where they helped him with his texture, his sensory, and everything. But see, back then, it was like, you better eat that food. It wasn't, I'm going to work with you and I'm going to get you some help. It was like, you better eat that food, boy. You better eat what's in front of you. Sometimes even hold you down and make you eat the food, because like I said in the beginning, money was tight back then. It was like people talk about how, oh, back then they bought a house for so little money, but you got to look at how much the pay was also. You can't compare the price of something back then to how much you earn now. You have to look at the full picture, the price of what things were then and how much the pay was then. So it's a whole circle of living expenses and living pay. So, yes, people were able to buy land or buy homes at a cheaper price, but they were also paid at a cheaper price also. I know when I got my first job, minimum wage was like $7 an hour. Um, and me and my sister was talking about it one day. She was saying that when she started working, minimum wage was like four something. So you have to look at the full picture. This when he get his prize that he won. And it came in such a big old box. Y'all really need to check this movie out. The name of the movie is A Christmas Story. If you haven't found out by now, um, this is one of those Christmas movies that's funny. It's old. It's very nostalgic. If you grew up in, I want to say maybe 60s, 70s, 80s period, it will bring some memories back. If you're an 80s baby like I am, it won't bring memories back as far as everything from your childhood, but there will be little snippets that you may remember if your parents grew up in that era. So you may remember certain things around the house, like, oh, we had one of those or we did that. But that's because your parents was in that era. He's so excited, and the whole family just standing around waiting for him to open it. It's a leg with some fishnet stockings and some heels. rubbing the leg. Oh my goodness. I know last time I did this, somebody asked why I didn't show myself. Did y'all want me to show myself? It's a lamp. So it's a new commercial now with Kelly Clarkson on there, and the guy who played the original little boy in this movie. And my son did not get it. He did not get the whole, like, she gave him the lamp, the leg lamp. My son was like, huh? That's a part of the movie. The leg lamp is a big part of the movie. So if anybody sees a leg lamp or reference to it, if you grew up watching this movie, you already know that comes from A Christmas Story. This dude, he about to burn the house down. He got about 50 things plugged into that one. Y'all gotta watch A Christmas Story. This movie is so funny. Let me see what time it is, because like I said, I want to fix Baby Cinco something before he go to school. So, okay, I still got a little while to go. Where I'm at is 5:03 in the morning. The little boy just sitting there looking at the leg lamp like, oh my God, like he just can't believe his eyes. The lady, she looked like she just so embarrassed. Like her husband done put a leg lamp in their front window. He said it's a major award. The, the lady, she's so embarrassed. The wife. And the oldest little boy, the one who's narrating the story, he just keep on rubbing the leg. He just keep on rubbing the leg. And see, that was a big thing too, to listen to the radio at certain times. Listen to your favorite shows. Right now, we would probably call them podcasts. But back then, they would have certain shows that would come on the radio. I don't know. I didn't grow up in that era, but from watching a lot of movies and stuff, I see that that was a big deal to listen to certain shows. Excuse me, that was on the radio, and it was kind of like listening to a story being played out on the radio, and people would tune in at certain times so that they can hear the rest of the story that started the day before. Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. I'm sorry I keep coughing, y'all, but I just got over having RSV. So um, I'm no longer contagious per se. Like I'm asymptomatic now, but I'm still coughing a little bit. Just the last little bit of coughs gotta come out. So I do apologize. And he imagined things a lot. He daydreamed a lot. So this movie jumps a lot from his reality to what he's daydreaming. But you could tell the difference because the lens changed. The lens and the backdrop changes when he's daydreaming. But now he's daydreaming that his teacher is giving him an A plus 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 because he wrote about his BB gun that he wants so bad. His daydreaming was so funny. All his friends are so happy for him because he wrote the perfect essay about his BB gun. Y'all gotta check this movie out, A Christmas Story. It's really good to watch right before Christmas time. And like I said, it's a family friendly movie, so it's a good one that you could put on like in your living room, and it's okay for the children to watch it. You won't feel cringed, or you won't feel weirded out when certain scenes come on. Like I've found out with some movies, like, whoa, this is supposed to be a family movie, but this one you can really seriously say it is a family movie. You're gonna laugh together. Uh, you're gonna, if your parents might actually notice some stuff in the movie, like, hey, I remember that or whatever, but it's a good one. If nothing else, watch it for the laughs. They going out to go, I think tree shopping or whatever. She goes back in the house to turn that lamp off. She is so embarrassed about that leg lamp. And that's another thing. If you had something to do back then, I know my grandmama did tell me this, but if you had something to do back then, you had to wait till your husband get off work because a lot of women did not drive. So if you had to go into town to get something or do something, you had to wait till your husband get home from work. Um, she said then it came a time when they could get on the local bus or whatever, but that would be for something that's local, like if they need to go get groceries or something. But in this instance, they was gonna go get a Christmas tree, so it's kind of late in the evening. They got the kids with them and everything, and they're going shopping for a Christmas tree. Um, I watch a vlogger, Tara J, and she did a vlog where her and her family went out looking for a Christmas tree, and it was the funniest thing. She wanted her a big, huge Christmas tree. She just kept on saying, "I want me a plump Christmas tree. I want me a big Christmas tree." Thank you, Nova. Thank you for thank you for subscribing, y'all. Give me a thumbs up if you can. Like I said, on this channel you get a little bit of everything, but recently I have been documenting my health journey. I have been fighting leukemia for over a year now, and I was finally able to get a bone marrow stem cell transplant. My brother was my donor. I thank God for him. Um, and I am 52, well, 53 now, 53 days out from my transplant. So I have been journaling that and doing a little update on that. So if you're into keeping up with my journey, hey, feel free. If you see some videos you really might not be into, I don't beg people to watch all of my videos. Watch what title hits you, you know what I'm saying? But welcome to the channel. And if I see your name often, I will start to say your name more. But I've had an issue with trolls in the past, so I try not to say new people's names too much. But if I start to see your name in my chat, I will start to give you shout outs. And I don't ask for money. I don't ask for anything like that to give you a shout out. If I see you a content creator, if I see you have a channel, or if I see you in my chat often, I will start saying your name more. Hey, hey, hey. We sitting up watching a Christmas story. Welcome in. I hope you give the thumbs up when you walk in the door. I appreciate it. When they on their way back, the car break down. Oh Lord, it's the tie. They out there. He trying to get his son to him and his son out there with the tie, and he cursed. He said the big curse word. Everybody know what the big bomb is. He said the big cursing bomb. I don't know if you was in here when I said it earlier, but I'm encouraging everybody who's in my chat this morning to speak life over yourself. We're living in a time now where people are speaking ill against other people, and people are showing you their true colors right now. If you know you're a positive person, if you know you're a loving person, and people have been treating you bad, people have been talking against you, or setting evil intentions towards you, I want you to say your name and start speaking positive over yourself. Start praying over yourself. Start loving on yourself. And that will help offset some of the negativity that people that try to put your way. Please, if you're in the chat, if you don't do anything else today, put your hand over your chest, say your full name, and start speaking life and positivity over yourself. Say, please, God, give me the strength mentally and physically to deal with this world that I live in today. Cover me, protect me, wrap me in your loving arms, and watch how things start to go down. So he done cussed around his daddy. His daddy tell the mama, so she come home and she put a bar of soap in his mouth. When they used to say, I'll wash your mouth out with soap, they really meant it. Now instead of him telling the truth, he tell a story. She say, where you get that language from? He could have easily said his daddy. Remember earlier in the movie I told y'all the daddy was cussing when he was fixing the furnace. He says his friend's name. Friend now. He say he got it from his friend, so back then the mothers all knew each other. She calls the friend's mom. And that boy got a whooping because he just told a story on him. Look, even the friend mama said he probably heard it from his father. Y'all, please check this movie out, A Christmas Story. It is a good, funny movie to watch around this time of year. It's a good family movie, so if you play it in your main room or your living room, your family room, you won't feel ashamed if the kids walk in with the movie playing. This is a good family movie, and it's good for everybody in the household, every age. She's about like me now. She's feeling guilty that she made him put the soap in his mouth, so she wait till she by herself and she put the soap in her mouth. Yep. I used to apologize to my kids if I said something and then I thought about it later, like I shouldn't have said that. I would go in there and apologize to them, like, look, I shouldn't have said that, and we're gonna work this out. Here he go, daydreaming again. This boy always daydreaming in this movie. He talk about they would feel bad if something happened to me, so now he daydreaming if he was blind and homeless. His imagination was off the charts. He said he blind because of soap poisoning. And then you know he tripping. And when you think about it nowadays, shoot, probably could have something bad probably could have happened to you from the soap they had back then because nowadays they have soap that's a little bit more hyperallergenic, um, not tested on animals, free of certain chemicals, harmful chemicals. Back then, psh, everything had chemicals in it. They weren't as up on certain things that could be harmful. It was all about speed because everybody had to work, everybody had to go to school, so they was trying to make things as fast and easy as possible. That's why they was happy when the microwave came out. Everybody else giving the teacher like a apple, a flower. He came with a whole fruit basket. Ooh, y'all gotta check this movie out. Ralph was really trying to get that teacher to get him a good grade. And once again, they getting chased home by the bully. Okay, it's two of them really. One of them is the tall one, but it's actually two bullies. I forgot about the other guy, the short one. Now, like I said, I wasn't in this era, but I do remember certain things, like him running home to check the mailbox and him writing um, the radio station that they listened to. We used to do stuff like that. We would write the TV stations, write the radio stations, and hope that you get something back. If we had a favorite TV show, we would write them and ask them, could they send us an autograph? I remember it was a TV show called Blossom, and I used to watch Blossom all the time. So what I did was, I wrote the station, the channel that the TV show was on, and I put at the bottom of the envelope, attention Blossom. And do y'all know that TV station that I wrote the letter to, and I just put attention Blossom, and they forwarded over to her. She sent me a letter, an autographed picture of the whole cast from the show Blossom, and she also sent me like some little cards with like positive words on there. I was a big fan of Blossom, and I was telling her how like I look forward to see what hat she would wear in the show and everything. And she really wrote me back. And to this day, I don't know where that letter is. I don't know where my autograph is. I've gotten so many autographs from people. I had a left eye autograph from when I worked in the shoe store and she came in. I should do a story time sometime. But that's what we did back then. We used to write actors and actresses and celebrities, and we would ask them for their autograph by writing them, and they would mail it to you. And when you got that big envelope, you knew that you had an autograph because the big envelope mean they sent you a picture. So I had so many autographs. I had Usher's autograph. Like I said, Left Eye from TLC, Erica Badu, um, Blossom, which was one of my favorites. I had an autograph from who else? I don't even want to mention that name because so much that came up with it, but I had a lot of autographs. Put it like that. I used to collect them, and then when I moved out of my parents' house, I lost every last one of them. He thinking he won something big, and they really just gave him advertisement. His prize was like a decoder. And that was a big thing too, either a mystery pen or a decoder. When I was young, every time we had a book fair, I would buy a mystery pen. And it's so funny how history repeats itself because they had a book fair at my son's school. And one of the things he came back home with was a mystery pen. And I used to love getting the mystery pen because you write something on the piece of paper and people couldn't see it unless you shine that light on it that's on the other side of the pen. So he got a decoder, so he had to sit there and actually keep turning the thing to get what letter came with what symbol. And it was, he did all that, and it was an advertisement. Poor kid. And the dad is still trying to fix the furnace. The leg done broke. The mama standing there with all the pieces in her hands. I was watering the plant. I don't know what happened. I to this day I feel like she broke that. She broke that thing because she hated it. She hated that lamp. The daddy, he's so mad. He hugging the lamp like it's a real leg. And then while he's narrating, he's like, the old man shook and quivered. Like, that's another part of this movie that is like, it's the cherry on top that really made this movie stick. Is him narrating through the movie. This man stood there and put that leg, tried to put that leg back together, and she in the background, she in the background like she laughing at him, and then when he turned around, she tried to act like she sad. I still to this day think she broke that leg. I think this movie is a part of the reason why I got into reading because like I said, when he narrates, it's his verbiage, it's the wording that he used to describe certain things that kind of got me into wanting to be able to do that, be able to describe things in detail without saying exactly what happened, but giving a picture of what's happening with my words. If that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but y'all get what I'm saying, I think. Let me keep up with the time, y'all, because y'all know I got to feed baby Cinco before he go to school. I got a couple of more minutes, and then I'm going to have to get off so I can go downstairs. And I think this morning I'm going to fix him sausage and pancake before he head out. That way, if he's running this morning, He could just still grab the sausage and pancake and wrap it like a taco. I know some people out here act like they never do such a thing and they make the most beautiful plates every day or whatever. But sometimes we rushing around here, so sometimes we grab sausage and toast. Sometimes we grab some sausage and pancake with a little scrambled egg, and we hold it like a burrito, and we walk on out the door. That's how we have to do sometimes. And the whole thing with this is he want a BB gun really bad, but everybody keeps telling him you'll shoot your eye out. The teacher's telling him you'll shoot your eye out. I think his dad had said it at one time, but it's like they're crushing his dream. He feels so sad about it. Like I really want a BB gun for Christmas, but everybody keeps telling me that I'll shoot my eye out. Oh man, he by himself and the bullies out. I feel bad for him. He ain't got his buddies with him today to run with him. He already having a hard day because the teacher telling him he'll shoot his eye out, and he was thinking his essay was gonna be so perfect, and the teacher was gonna love him for the way he worded how he wanted his BB gun, and now the bully messing with him. That's right, Ralphie, get him. Ralphie done had enough. He jumped on that bully and wailed on him. Get him, Ralphie. Now he got the bully crying. Look, now his homeboys coming up and they like, yeah, get him. And he cussing him out while he fighting. If y'all watch this movie, I want y'all to take note to his narrating. Like, really listen to the words that he used while he's narrating what's going on in that moment in his life. And if you're into reading like I am, you'll see what I'm saying. It's something really to take notice to. That's what really put this movie on the top for me. Now he done beat the bully up, but he crying. That's something I would do. It's like, look at here now. I didn't want to fight you. I didn't want to fight you. I don't like to fight. But if you keep pushing me, I'm going to take out every bit of anger I have on you because I didn't want to fight you. I didn't want to fight you. That's what make you cry, I think. Because that's like what I would do when I would get to fighting. And I used to fight boys. But the thing is, you don't want to fight. But sometimes people are just mean hearted towards you and they just keep pushing your button, keep pushing your button. So when you finally have to fight them, you're crying because you're kind of disappointed in the fact that you got into a fight. You didn't want to fight. Even if you beat their tail to a pulp, you're still disappointed in yourself. Like, I got into a fight. I didn't want to fight. Then you start thinking about, now are they going to keep on with me? Am I going to have to keep fighting every day? And I say, yes, beat that tail every day because they tried you. That's the old me. The new me is like, whatever, leave it alone. But the old me, once you show me that you don't care if I keep telling you I don't want to fight you, or I don't, why are you picking on me, or what's the problem, and you just keep on, the old me will be like, you know what? Okay, I got you, and I start sizing you up. I start sizing you up, and as soon as you say the wrong word, I'm ready. My daddy used to always say they can say what they want to say, but the moment they put their hands on you, you better let them have it. So I used to be waiting for them to touch me. Please touch me. Please touch me. Here come the daddy coming home fussing and cussing again. Fussing and cussing about the neighbor's dogs. I know our neighbors probably get tired of Hashi back there. Well, he come in at night, but during the daytime, I know they get tired of him out there. But I will say this: ever since we have had that German Shepherd in the back, he chases squirrels away. Not only do he chase squirrels away, we used to have a problem with hearing coyotes late at night. Like it would sound like they out there fighting or something. But ever since he's been back there, we don't hear coyotes. We don't hear them. I think it's because he has made his presence known, that he's a big dog. I don't know what the case is, but we don't have that issue anymore. Uh-oh, the wife extra nice. She already is like a nice, um, like soft speaker type. But I think she was trying to be extra nice because she didn't want the dad to know that the son had been in a fight that day. Or she was trying to lighten the blow, per se, just in case he find out. But she was being extra nice. Okay, y'all, it is 5:35 now. I gotta get up and get baby Cinco up and ready for school, and I gotta go ahead and start some breakfast for him. It's been fun. If y'all want to see the end of this movie, please check it out. It's called A Christmas Story. If you have a Fire Stick, you probably have it for free if you have TBS. It's also on Amazon Prime. You can either rent it or buy it. But please check out A Christmas Story if you want to see the movie that I have been watching. As always, thanks for watching. Gracias por ver. Adios. Bye.